How's it going, YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Man right here today, bringing you guys some more VGC 2021 action with our December team. If you look, we did make a change to our team. We added Tapu Fini over Stakataka. We were having some Urshifu Dark issues, so I went ahead and tried to get us a fairy. I asked the question of the day in the last video of which fairy you guys would recommend me using, and I guess I didn't really get any comments or anything, so here we are rocking out with Tapu Fini. If you guys are interested in maybe changing Tapu Fini to like a Sylveon or any other fairy mon, let me know. And I know you're also asking the question like, well, you got Whimsicott. Yes, I see that. Whimsicott's not necessarily our go-to fairy our fighter, you know. Whimsicott, after setting Tailwind, could just go down, and it did its job. So any extra that we're asking for Whimsicott to get KOs against like Urshifus and stuff, that's just extra stuff. We add Tapu Fini, and that kind of gives us a more guaranteed way of getting the KOs and everything. But anyway, I like this Tapu Fini set. The EV spread is max HP, max defense, I'm pretty sure. I'll double check before I put down the Pokemon team in the description, but I'm pretty sure it's that, or it's pretty close to that. But yeah, the team's looking good. Our rating is looking fantastic. Let me pull that up for you guys. Let's go down to ranked battles. I've been doing a lot of testing battles, and if you can see, we're sitting at 345, and we went up against very high rated opponents. Like, I went up against this one guy that had like a 50 ranked, you know, so we're doing good. And hey, I'm getting more points and I ain't even done nothing, so that's fantastic. And that was a lot of that was once I switched Tapu Fini over Stakataka, is when we started getting these big wins and everything. So I'm actually enjoying this team. This team is fantastic, and I hope you guys give it a shot. I gave you guys the rental code at the very beginning. I'll probably end up giving you guys the rental code at the end of this video as well. So give it a shot. Tell me what you think about the team in the comments down below. And if you guys think you're going to enjoy the video, go ahead, leave a like. And if you haven't already, think about hitting that subscribe button. That would be fantastic. Trying to get at least 60 subscribers before the new year. 60 subscribers. That's not too much to ask for, I don't think. But yeah, if you guys are willing, this is interactive team building. So if you guys have any suggestions for me changing some team members out, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and we can look into it. We are struggling finding an opponent. We finally found someone. Let's see what. So he's 6,000 in the world, 6,700. All right, so he's got a rain team. Okay, this is good. He's got, I'm assuming that's a normal Incineroar. If you guys watch our last video, our opponent pulled a weakness policy Incineroar on us, which was pretty crazy. It was pretty fun though. But yeah, I'm assuming that's probably a normal Incineroar on this team. Other than that, it's definitely a rain team. I'm trying to figure out who I want to lead. Like I said, 9 out of 10 times, I always want to lead Whimsicott. And the question is, who is he going to lead? Like Kendra or Ludicolo? I mean, you don't even have to lead Politoed. That's another thing. I think Xurkitree is pretty safe, though. If he's going to want to set up the rain for us, I have no problem bringing Dracovish. And then he's got Metagross. So I think even if he's setting up the rain, I think Rotom is still almost a must. Other than that, let's see what happens. You know, that's sometimes the best thing to do. See what happens, and then we adapt from that. I think we brought in the right stuff to at least adapt. So we'll see if we can take this game 1 victory. Alright, so Incineroar Ludicolo. Okay, very, very interesting. So they didn't set up the rain, but I'm assuming they probably have the rain in the back. My question is, who were you expecting me to lead with? Because I have no idea. Anyway, probably turn one, it's going to be a fake out into our Whimsicott. Let's go ahead and protect Whimsicott. Max Lightning the Incineroar. Try and get him off the field. If you want to go for Parting Shot, let him go for Parting Shot. This is probably Ludicolo Dynamaxing. We'll just have to see though. Yeah, it is. Alright, so Ludicolo could be an issue if it is an Assault Vest Ludicolo, just because it could take our attacks. I don't know if it necessarily be throwing out the biggest damage. I know he'll have like Max Geyser, probably Max Overgrowth. But really and truthfully, I like Ludicolo. When I Dynamaxed Ludicolo back in the day, like a year ago, right? That's my first team I ever did was a rain team with Pelipper Ludicolo. And Ludicolo was one of those Pokemons, and he can get the damage out there, but it would it'd take him a little bit. It wouldn't be as powerful as you think it would be, you know. So yeah, when you take that pretty well, he doesn't have no rain boost, and if he had the rain boost, that would have been a 2-hit KO. So that's still, you know, Snarl's a very smart move by my opponent though. Very, very smart. That lowers our special attack, which is good for our opponent. We go for Max Lightning though. I think that definitely will be a 2-shot though on the Incineroar no matter what. It usually is. I think I've seen it like one time where I just one-shotted it, but I think that was probably due to me already having a beast boost, so yeah, that's fine. Definitely a Tailwind, and Ludicolo's speed is also doubled. I don't necessarily know if we're going to outspeed him, but what's the consequences of us going for Max Lightning? He really don't have anything that really wants to take a Max Lightning, so I have no problem. If he wants to protect it, let him protect it, you know. But yeah, we'll go ahead and set up our Tailwind. Have turn 2 Tailwind advantage. Max Geyser will come out. Do we take this though is the big question. Xurkitree does not. Okay. I mean, I still feel like we're okay, because Xurkitree in Tailwind, he's faster than Dragapult, but then I have a lot of stuff that's like super fast under Tailwind, so I still feel like we're fine. We got Dracovish in here, and we have Rotom. Let's go into Dracovish, because I feel like Dracovish can definitely put some massive pressure on right now. Alright, so with Whimsicott, let's try and lower the special attack of Ludicolo with our Moonblast. Choice Band Dracovish is definitely going to be finishing off the Incineroar or anything that's wanting to switch in. This could be Kingdra, Politoed. We're rain boosted. We're definitely going to be getting... I mean, I don't see Politoed living this. We're rain boosted Choice Band. We're moving first. Yeah, nothing lives Choice Band Dracovish. And since our opponent set up the Rainforest, that's fantastic. Max Overgrowth will come out. That shouldn't KO. Whew, that was pretty close though. Alright, so that's the end of his Dynamax, I believe. So honestly, I'm really debating to go for a Fishious Rend into that Ludicolo slot, and I think honestly it probably would pick up a KO. I think he has to Undynamax. I think that was his last turn, so we'll just have to see though. Hopefully it was. I usually do pretty good at keeping track of that. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so yeah, definitely really debating on Yes, I know I'm -1, but man, if I double into this Ludicolo, Incineroar can go for Fake Out though. That's the big problem, right? I still think if you do this, do we switch Ludicolo out then? Or do we switch Dracovish out for Rotom? He goes for the grass move. We resist. We keep Dracovish alive and potentially let Dracovish sweep in the back. I don't hate that. I really don't. Yeah, there's the Fake Out. Moonblast just to get some more damage off. I'm trying to get that special attack drop. There's the Ice Beam. Okay, that's fine too. That means he just don't get no recovery damage. Fantastic. And Whimsicott's almost back to its Focus Sash, so that's good. Rotom just shrugging off any of that damage that they just did to him, really. Incineroar. Do we need to target him right now? How many more turns of Tailwind do we have? We got one more turn. I'm definitely gonna probably protect Whimsicott because I think Tailwind's our win con. I think what we need to do is Thunderbolt the Incineroar just to try and get some damage off on it. I think getting the damage right now would be nice. Ice Beam goes into our Whimsicott, that's fine because we protect. Thunderbolt, this probably takes it down to, does it have a Pinch Berry? He now gets paralyzed. He does have a Pinch Berry. Well, we take it down to his Pinch Berry at least, so that's fine. I'm not too worried about it, I'll tell you the honest truth. Yeah, okay. So now we just need to set up a Tailwind again. And this time we need to go for an Overheat into Ludicolo. Since the rain has stopped, once we set up our Tailwind, we should outspeed, and then Overheat will do massive damage. So definitely that Tailwind, Overheat into the Ludicolo. That should honestly pick up the KO. I don't see how it wouldn't. I mean, it might not, tell you the honest truth, but it will definitely do plenty of damage. Oh wow, that did not do as much as I wanted at all. Wow. Hydro Pump comes out, hit our Rotom, which is a rare occasion, but that's okay in this scenario, I believe. With our Dracovish in the back, and we just set Tailwind up. Incineroar gets paralyzed too, which is huge. Okay. That almost confirms to me though that this Ludicolo is Assault Vest. That almost confirms it. We are in a very tight spot though. Like very tight. This Incineroar seems like it's definitely a supportive Incineroar. So I'm thinking it might be okay if we did double into this Ludicolo here. I'm almost certain that we can survive an Incineroar attack. Unless he goes for like... Unless he goes for Flare Blitz. I mean, that's ×4 resisted. So I honestly feel like we can survive that, but I don't know. He gets paralyzed though, so that's huge. That's probably game. And now that we're getting some nice little recovery back, I really feel comfortable facing the Incineroar now. Dracovish is in here. Dracovish is going to carry us the rest of the way in this game, guys. That's great. What's your last one? Tapu Koko. I think it's going to come down to the wire. It really just depends on if we can outspeed Tapu Koko here. If we can, I think it's game. We do have Tailwind. So let's double into Tapu Koko. Let's see what happens. If it's a potential... Oh, okay. Yeah, great play. Great play by my opponent. Protect, and he's probably going to Flare Blitz into our Whimsicott. I was so focused on keeping our Dracovish not having to worry about taking damage and stuff. And okay, that's fine though. We're still alive. We got one more turn of Tailwind. I almost feel like we need to protect Whimsicott, but I think I'm gonna go hard into this Tapu Koko here. I feel like we can outspeed with our Dracovish and Whimsicott combo, and if he has a Focus Sash, then we break it. Ooh, great play with that quick attack. I should have protected. Daggone. Great play. If he is Focus Sash, this could go down. Ooh, Focus Sash Tapu Koko. Flare Blitz will come out. Do we take this though? We do. But, oh man, that quick attack. Really and truthfully, can we take that quick attack? I mean, I don't know. Our Tailwind's out too, so he's definitely going to be outspeeding us. Great game to our opponent. Please go for like Discharge and don't KO us or something. Quick attack. That don't KO. If he goes for Snarl and misses his attack, we win. Can we win? Flare Blitz? No, we cannot. Great game to my opponent. Fantastic game, actually. You played super well. And I hate for this to be the opener of our video again, where we just take some losses. I swear, if I'm playing off camera, we're winning games left and right. But what I want to show you guys, we take some big L's, and that was a big L because he was like 6,000 ranked. So wow. So I'm assuming I'm going to be losing a lot of points from this. Hopefully I stay under. Okay, that's still not too bad. 575. I can live with that. Let's find our next opponent of the day. Okay, another high. I guess you call them low-rated opponents, but either way, he's got himself a Raichu, Moltres, Comfey, Entei, Cradily. It almost slipped my mind, and Rhydon. Don't see those all every day, man. Okay, so man, I really wanted to see that Dracovish sweep though. Come on now. Who wasn't wanting to see Dracovish sweep just a little bit? In this scenario, I like Glastrier here as a lead with Whimsicott against this kind of team. I do like to bring Xurkitree, and then maybe just because I see Raichu, I'm like, I want to play around Raichu with Xurkitree. I don't know. Is that the smart call here? Probably not. Definitely think Dracovish is probably the call for sure. And Xurkitree still don't look too bad though. How does Rotom look? Cradily is a grass rock type, so it's not the best ideal scenario for that. Honestly, I don't have a problem with Xurkitree. Big damage at the very end of the game. Why not? Might switch him in early game, Dynamax him or something. It just all depends on what our opponent decides to bring or whatever. But yeah, I don't have a problem with this. Let's lead Whimsicott, Glastrier, have Dracovish and Xurkitree in the back, and see if we can get a W. And let's see if we can get a W or something, you know. Entei and Rhydon, very interesting lead. Both Mons fretting our Glastrier very good, very hard. So the question is, I think we definitely want to set up Tailwind. Looking at our opponent's team, yeah, we definitely probably want to set up Tailwind. He don't have like a Tailwind setter of his own, so we can take advantage of that. He has max Airstream, but you know how that is. We can go for max Hellstorm into the Rhydon. Would that pick up a KO? Probably not. Rhydon's probably in the Violet Rhydon, but if we can get some big damage off on it, that would be great. Probably solid rock as well, so this may not even do half damage, tell you honest truth. But It's worth a shot to see what we can do. I mean, I don't know my calcs against Rhydon. I don't know this is ×4 effective though, but with his ability Solid Rock him with the Eviolite, I wonder how much this will actually do. He may faint with us. He ain't Dynamaxed or nothing. So we'll see what happens. Ooh, okay, so that's definitely a 2-hit KO. That's not bad though. It's really not bad damage. I was expecting it around half, and that's kind of what we got. Sacred Fire comes out. Yeah, we take a big chunk of our health from that. Oh, we get burned. We do activate our weakness policy though, so that's in our favor. Let's see what Rhydon does. Rock Slide. Okay, we should take that. Yeah, we take that one very well. So, okay. So I am a +2. I am at +2 right now. Rhydon's definitely not as threatening as Diente, which is good. I mean, that's fine. I think what we need to do is Moonblast to Rhydon and start max quaking Diente. I think if we do something kind of like that, that will up our special defense. Sacred Fire is a physical attack, so yeah, I always forget about that. But I still think going for Max Quake into Ante, we're being at +2 and we're going to be outspeeding him. And last time we targeted the Rhydon, so he might be thinking that we're trying to get rid of his Rhydon for some reason or another. He Dynamaxes Ante in a Premier Ball too, so that's... yeah, there's definitely events out there where you can get Premier Ball Ante, so I definitely ain't calling him a hacker. I believe in Heart Gold Soul Silver, you were able to get a Ante in a Premier Ball, and he had to move Extreme Speed, so definitely that's a supportive Rhydon, so definitely not necessarily a hacker or nothing right there. You know, he could totally have that. I believe I even got that back in the day, so you know, that's just one of those cool things. Yeah, they had Ante, Raikou, and Suicune event where you could get them and they would have extreme speed. So that was something new back then. I don't necessarily know if they have extreme speed now. I don't know if you can normally get them to have extreme speed, but them having it back then, that was pretty awesome, because there wasn't too many mons that had the way to go before extreme speed. Okay, so Max Flare does come out, knocks out our Glastrier. We did get the Rhydon knocked out though, thanks to our Whimsicott. I don't feel too threatened. Like, honestly, I feel like we can just go into our Dracovish here. Go for a Fishious Rend. Since we have the Tailwind support, we should be fine. He goes into Raichu. Okay, so definitely... he could definitely go for Fake Out into our Dracovish. I don't have Protect on this Dracovish, but okay, so he just switches it out though. That's fantastic. Cradily comes out. This thing hits Storm Drain. Yeah, that's why he's running it. It's a Storm Drain. So I still feel like we take Ante's attack. That's his special attack by 1 stage though. And Max Flare will come out to knock out our Whimsicott. Ooh, we're not in a good spot. We're really not in a good spot. Oh no, because I'm stuck in into Vicious Rend. The thing is, for him to stop our Thunderbolt, he has to probably switch out his Cradily, right? Because that's like our only... so we can, one way or another, we're getting damage out right here. Can we play around this? I still feel like we might have shots. I definitely... once we get past this Ante, we got shots. Because Cradily and Raichu... great play though. Great max guard. But Cradily and Raichu are both... okay, then you didn't really do nothing this turn. I guess you're just trying to scout out what we're wanting to do. But Cradily and Gastrodon not Gastrodon, Raichu are not very offensive mons. They're not very threatening. So I still feel like we actually have shots. Especially at how low of health Entei is at right now. I think all we gotta do, because if he switches out his Cradily, then we're fantastic with Dracovish. You know, he can't stop both if he wants to keep Entei around. So that's just kind of what, that's just kind of like one of those things. Entei will go for Stomping Tantrum. Do we? Oh yeah, we'll take that. Fine. Well, not fine, but we take it. Alright, so that's great. Entei goes down. What does Cradily do? If Cradily actually knocks out our Xurkitree, we're in trouble. We probably lost. Giga Drain into Dracovish? No. Are you serious? Back-to-back games. And since we're Choice Band Dracovish. Wow, okay. As you can see, we're having some flaws against some of the lower ranked players, but against the high ranked players, we do pretty good. See, I can't switch out any of my moves either. So, great game to my opponent. Man, I hate to see it like that, though. Hate to lose like that. But, man. Well, I guess the question of the day is, would you guys play that situation a little differently, or would y'all have played the same and eventually let the Cradily beat you? I hope there's a scenario where we could actually win this matchup against Cradily with the ones I brought. Man, I hate to end the video on 2 losses. But I would definitely hate to end the video on 3 losses. But I think we're gonna try and give it a shot. Maybe we can redeem ourselves. Man, like I said, off camera, we're winning games. Yeah, and you could tell definitely by our record that we're winning games with this team. It's just I guess I'm not able to show it on video. I don't know. One of the weirdest experience I guess I have with this team. But okay, our last opponent of the day is Kerp, or I don't even know how to say that name. But okay. Cresselia, Celesteela, Tapu Fini, Marowak, Stonejourner, and Xurkitree. Xurkitree is one of those mons that I have trouble with. But other than that, this team looks beatable. I gotta keep an eye out on that Marowak. He's definitely probably Lightning Rod. I think right here we definitely want to just lead Whimsicott, Dracovish. In the back, I like Rotom against the Celesteela. And I think Fini's not a bad option. We can kind of showcase Fini here. Yeah, I think Fini definitely does good for us. Some fantastic work. So maybe we can rock out with this group and maybe we can get a win. Please? I mean, I think I've been playing very well. I think I've been playing correctly as well. Just 2 hard losses in a row against low-rated opponents at that too. You know, you hate to see that because that plummets my record a little bit. Which I mean, I'm not the biggest worry of, but the goal is to get to #1. I'm just saying. So right here, we definitely know they're going to be trying to Trick Room. Question is, are they? So one of them's definitely Trick Rooming, for sure, and I think we can just Fishious Rend one of these mons. But it's almost like a free Fishious Rend if we can figure out which ones. If we can figure out which one might be potentially protecting here, which I don't know. Celesteela might be the one that is Dynamaxing right here too, which I don't know if that would be, because that's not bad for us. If we got Rotom in the back, that's not bad. Because Rotom in the back, honestly, I've seen Rotom one-shot Celesteela, so that's fantastic. We knock out Cresselia. Oh wow, that's not necessarily ideal because we were setting Trick Room up. Yeah, that's not necessarily ideal at all because of us setting Trick Room up. That will actually give them the terrain that our opponent wants. Unless he brought Spectrier, I may actually be thinking about trying to re-Trick Room, but I don't even know if our opponent will let us get that off. Let's see what happens. If he brings Marowak, okay, I'm not the most worried about Marowak. Like, what can you do to Dracovish, you know? Like, the biggest thing is, let's try and re-Trick Room, but really and truthfully, I think we can still knock out the Marowak here. Poltergeist into our Dracovish. How much does this do? Oh, that is so much damage. Max Steel Spike into our Whimsicott, please. I mean, I hate for Whimsicott to go down and we're in a disadvantage in our speed, but I'd much rather maybe potentially get this big KO onto the Marowak here. Like, having speed control with our team is not necessarily you have to have, as long as you got good board position. Us being able to knock out this Marowak is good. I think right now we probably want to go into Rotom, because that will definitely threaten the Stella for sure. And Spectrier, okay. So Spectrier is definitely their fast one. It's definitely a very fast mon. I'm almost thinking let's sack our Dracovish here. I mean, if we can get a Fishious Rend off into a Spectrier, then that would be fantastic. But if we can sack our Dracovish, get a nasty plot off, Rotom living a Shadow Ball, we bring in Tapu Fini, then we go for Overheat or Max Flare into the Stella. We should be fine. Max Overgrowth. Yeah, okay, this is still going as planned. In fact, it's probably going a little... Well, it really doesn't matter. If he goes for Steel Spike, I think you realize that. So this might actually be okay. Let's see, we got our nasty plot though. And then we should be able to... take this Shadow Ball from the Spectrier, no problem. I hope, unless he crits us, and then that's just GG, but we should take that. Yeah, no problem. No problem whatsoever. Alright, so that's the end of his Dynamax. So we can definitely go into Tapu Fini. So our play is like Rotom take out the Spectrier, or Rotom taking out the Stella here, right? Stella really doesn't have that much damaging moves against Rotom from what we've seen. He had a grass attack and he had steel attack. And I'm assuming probably like a protect or something. And it might be what he wants to go for is like a protect play this turn. So do we actually, how many more turns of Trick Room is there? Got 2 more turns of Trick Room. I think what we want to do is Max Flare, Spectrier. I think Stella may actually go for like a protect play here. And then we can Moonblast Spectrier as well. And then we'll worry about Stella. Even if he don't go for like a protect play this turn, there's no way that he can... There's no way Stella will have a good matchup against our Rotom here. Definitely, since we're at +2 Rotom, we're gonna be putting out big damage. I love how Rotom just stares at him too. He's like that tiny guy until at the very end, and then he Dynamaxes, and then he's like the biggest thing ever. That one-shots Tapu Fini. I didn't see what kind of boost he was getting with those beast boosts. Is it special attack? It is. Oh my. I did not pay attention to that. That's a noob mistake right there, guys. We definitely take a Shadow Ball though, and I'm assuming Stella still doesn't have that much damage to our Rotom, especially once we're getting our leftovers, right? So I think our target's still gonna have to be the Spectrier, because the next turn Trick Room will be over. We should be able to take any attack Celesteela throws at us, even if he's at like +3, right? Air Slash, we do take it. Barely. We did barely take that. I should have been paying more attention, tell you honest truth, on what beast boost he was getting, because most of the time it's like a defense boost, you know, especially since he set up that max steel spike, you know. But that's on me. But hey, we're still in this game. In fact, I'm pretty sure we just won, so that's fantastic. I think we did finally take a win. So Trick Room ends, we go for Max Flare, we pick up the KO on Celesteela, and that is a win. Thank goodness we finally get a win. That's how I want to end the video, at least, is with a win. Guys, like I said, this team is good. This team is very good, as you can see on my record. And I've been playing with this team for quite a bit. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Let's actually see what my record is at the very end anyway. I'm more curious, I guess. I'm always curious. I'm assuming we're probably sitting about 600 now with our record, which is fantastic. But we were starting out from like 300, so yeah, we're at 646. That's not bad. Let me get that rental code for you guys for one more time. Let you guys check out the team. What I want you guys to do is actually test out the team yourself, you know. Test the team. See what you guys think about it. Let's see if we can find the right one. Right, here's the Stack Attacker team. If you guys want to check that out, that will be in our last video. This is us using Tapu Fini. I want you guys to check this out. If you guys did enjoy the video though, go ahead and leave a like. If you have any suggestions on making team changes, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys have any questions about the team, ask them and I will be happy to answer them. But other than that, guys, this team is in your hands. Enjoy your day. Thanks for watching, and peace.